healthcare, governance, and more. Tackling tough topics and amplifying your voice. Join the conversation and make your voice count. The People's Voice. Make your voice count. In a world where truth is the ultimate power and opinions scream the loudest, it's time to wade through the noise.
Hunger no get tribe! Hunger no get religion!
And scan the human interest and trending topics that matter. Stay tuned to The Issues, your plug to the stories making the buzz, from politics to science and technology, social justice, and more. Let's tackle the tough questions and expose the truth. The Issues, on Voice of the People Television, Mondays to Fridays, 8 to 9 p.m. The Issues. Don't just react, understand.
Behind every broken desk lies a broken promise. Education shapes the nations. But who is asking the right questions? Introducing Edu Dialogue, the show that goes beyond the surface, exposes the cracks, the corruption, and the silence in Nigeria's education system. Edu Dialogue, Saturdays, 3 p.m., only on VOP TV. We break the biggest stories, from missing funds to policy failures. We ask the tough questions and demand real answers. Edu Dialogue, this Saturday, 3 p.m. on Voice of the People Television.
We encourage you to click on the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are Voice of the People TV. Also follow us on all our social media platforms. We are at VOP TV Live. Visit our website www.vop.ng for fresh and trending news. Also watch us live on SLTV channel 264. VOP TV, Voice of the People Television.
VOP TV. Now you have more than a voice.
What happens in the hush behind hangar doors? Who signs the papers that gamble with lives? Which truths were grounded before they even ever had wings? If you've ever buckled a seatbelt at 30,000 feet, if you've ever stared out of that tiny window and wondered who's really in control of the skies, it isn't just flight, it's power, it's politics, it's pressure sealed in steel. We're peeling back the clouds from runway risks to sky-high secrets. We're diving deep where most dare not to look. Aviation Scope, every Sunday at 7 p.m. only on Voice of the People TV. We don't just report, we reveal. We don't just ask, we uncover. Because when it comes to the skies, ignorance is turbulence. Aviation Scope, the sky isn't the limit, it's just the beginning.
On Edu Dialogue, we bring you fresh ideas and conversations, shaping the future of learning in Nigeria and beyond.
In a world where power shifts with every headline.
In a nation full of questions.
In a world filled with noise, the truth needs a voice.
The policies that shapes our world and the economy that determines our future.
Every hour, every day, the grapevine keeps buzzing.
And together, we are committed to telling the stories that shape our world, because your voice is our focus.
Don't forget, our voice matters the most. Let us come together and share our concerns.
This is Health Check, your weekly guide to better living, smarter choices, and trusted answers. From everyday wellness to urgent health issues, we've got you covered. Health Check, only on Voice of the People Television, where your health has a voice.
Mr. Ofamiloni, and here is to VOP TV. Keep watching, stay tuned, do not touch that dial.
My name
Well, thank you very much for joining us again. This is Newspaper Review, and the team, of course, is here to take you through the papers. We have Barrister Darlington joining the conversation. Thank you very much, Barrister, for being part of this conversation. Also, we have Shegun Shukmiton joining the conversation as well. Well, good to have you join us virtually. All right, then. Well, let's dive into it now. The Guardian has these headlines, the window headlines. ADC at risk of rotational presidency breach, says Okechukwu. Price stability as first casualty of new tax misinterpretation. AFCRD Day, that's Armed Forces Remembrance Day. Military advised against coup, partisanship. And then the big story, 2026 budget, amid revenue uncertainty. Vehicles, sundry expenses, cut big slices. And then you have the breakdown here. State of the 2026 budget. Presidential vehicles allocation increased by 135% to 11.25 billion naira. And then you're snapping your finger.
Honestly. Increased by 135% to 11.25 billion naira for the 2026 budget.
And they say
clearly meaning that there were provisions for vehicles in 2025. So the life of a vehicle now will be
1 year. Under 1 year. Yes.
1 year.
Meanwhile, where does he go to with the car? From the residence to his office? Or to where to Lagos? How often does he come to Lagos?
How often does he come to Lagos? And even if he comes to Lagos, he wouldn't drive all the way down. There'll be cars here in Lagos, to convey him.
Oh my God.
State House, EFCC, Nigerian Army planned 17 billion naira on miscellaneous. All right. HCSF, 10 ministers rewrite paperless script to spend 2.5 billion naira. 42.3% higher than 2025 on stationery. My goodness. My goodness. Pen and papers. What kind of papers are they using?
Special paper, golden paper.
Wow.
Golden paper.
Villa mini solar grid. Oh, goodness gracious. Come on. Rather than fix power, we have Villa, after spending 10 billion naira to fix solar. Now, Villa mini solar grid gets 7 billion naira.
Mini solar grid.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, there are other headlines here. Let's talk about this one first before we touch on other headlines here. Barrister.
Mr. Moses, look, at times when I come here in the morning, there are things I don't want to hear because it turns my stomach.
It does.
A day will come when you bring a topic, I will just decline. Seriously,
because Moses that brings the topic now.
Nigeria that creates the topic.
Please, how do you listen to this type of story?
Well, so the same way it makes your stomach churn, it makes mine churn as well.
And because somebody will come here and say, I am very combative. This type of
vehicle allocation.
Do you talk of this matter with a smile, with a moderate voice? Is it not provoking? Is it not provoking? But what is here is that they keep telling you that there is no money. Somebody that does not have money, can he behave like this? Is it not when you have enough money in your pocket that you go frolicking? You go on a jamboree.
All of this can be linked to elections.
Can you just imagine?
Elections last year.
No, this is election year.
Of course, they want to make all the money. Yes. So these things now, It's just they are padding it up so that they can collect enough money. Go and check. Those things they will never provide for them. It's just an avenue.
So you ask Moses.
It's an avenue to eat money, nothing else.
In US, how often do they change the beast?
How often do they change the beast? Do they even change the beast?
Air Force One.
Do they even change the beast?
Even Air Force One. You see, you know, Whitney Houston in her blockbuster, this thing, Excel, you know, one of the lines says, when someone wins, you know, the most another one loses. As your stomachs are churning, you and Barrister, obviously I'm not affected because I'm used to it. Some people, you know.
That means you are part of, you are the problem.
I'm the problem, Barrister. Some people are very happy because vehicle supply 11.5. I mean, there's no how one guy won't cut like 2.5 million.
But what happens to the vehicles?
I said they
will now auction them to themselves. People that work within the villa.
Then what they will use again, they will auction them to themselves as well.
How many vehicles did they discover in Malami's house? How many vehicles? In Emefele's house, how many vehicles were discovered?
So these things are basically just parked there.
Yeah, just parked
It makes them happy when they come out in the morning.
It's primitive.
When they come out in the morning and they look around and see fleet of cars, it makes them happy. Big.
Ordinary Dino who served as a senator.
Ordinary, don't call him ordinary.
No, I mean compared to
ordinary persons, yes.
No, not compared to people that work in the villa. No. You know, like you can talk about secretary to the government of the federation. You can talk about principal secretary to the president. You can talk about chief of staff. Talking about senator. You know, look at the fleet of cars in his garage. So people in government, while our stomachs are churning, they are rejoicing.
How many will one drive per time? I mean, if you want to say, okay, maybe if one is under repairs, you want to have another one. The most you can do is have two.
Moses, you are thinking like a poor man. What do you mean by what do you mean by how many will you? Madam will drive one, two will be in front, three will be behind. Junior will drive one, you know, one will be in front, two will be behind.
Then there is
one will drive one.
There is one for market. There is one for
market. There's one for church.
For school, for church.
There's one for school.
Even when you want to go to the toilet, you can still drive one to where it is.
I think it's the same way a politician would, you know, steal or allocate over 100 houses or 100 estates to himself. When we know he cannot sleep in one per time. So it's just a greed thing and it's very ingrained.
It goes beyond greed. Like
you think it's a mindset.
We need somebody. We need somebody that will not sense to the people. I'm telling you.
If you acquire what you don't need. Some of them houses in the United States.
Now under lock and key.
Under lock and key, but they pay tenement rent.
Yeah, every year.
Even here in Lagos, Victoria Island, there are a lot of houses. Not occupied, just there, empty. Meanwhile, people are sleeping under bridges and the rest.
So the poor man is not just someone who doesn't have food to eat. You can have a wealthy man who is
mentally poor.
Has a poverty mindset, actually.
Mentally poor.
Okay. Now, let's go to other stories now. NAD, National Association of Resident Doctors, postpones planned strike by 2 weeks as Vice President Shettima intervenes. Heather seeks accountability as UK moves to return stolen $9.5 million. Bandits impose 50,000 naira farming tax.
Goodness.
On Kano, Katsina settlements. All right. Fubara appeals for calm as Rivers Assembly alleges plots to stall impeachment. All right, so these are the headlines here. Chukuma.
I'm trying to peep into the header story, the $9.5 million dollars that is due to be returned.
From the UK.
Stolen. They should do well to tell us who stole this money.
They said Abacha.
Is it Abacha?
It's Abacha loot. It's Abacha loot they want to return.
That loot never ends.
That's the gift that keeps giving.
We thank God the Malami is no longer in office. To reloot
it. Sure we are not just blaming other things on Abacha.
Barrister, before Malami, a lot of money. When did Malami come in? A lot of money has also
been missing. Yes. After all, they recovered money from EFCC. What's the Danlad Ibrahim? What's they call it? Lamode.
Lamode.
So, and I'm sure now that he's dead, nobody will account for that money.
Of course.
So that's it. But one thing I want to talk about is this story about what was that? These people protesting for whatever.
National Association of Resident Doctors.
Please, why can't they do this once and for all? Giving them just 2 weeks is not enough. They should insist in getting their. Forget about the threat, no work, no pay. You are the one that do the agreement. Since they are working for you as the government, whatever, the agreement is that I work for you and you pay me. Is that not true? So if you do not pay me, why should I continue to work?
From what we gather, I think some of their demands are being met already.
If they did, they won't go on strike.
Yeah, there are other things that they are asking for. That's why they are going.
What is wrong with meeting him?
And then they're asking for reinstatements of some other officers who were suspended under different grounds. From what I understand, right?
Politicians, do they go on strike?
No, our question. My question is, why is our government is always reacting? They first let you go on strike. It's not like they always fight a war of attrition. They allow you to wear yourself out. You now leave you because they also understand that the strike is the weakest point, in engagement in discussions with labor unions. So they allow you exhaust all the options, and after you go on strike, they will come in and throw the food on the floor. You scramble for it, and they say, "Oh, okay, it's settled." Out of 10, they will just throw in one, like you said. Now they are beginning to.
Then they strike again. They throw another one. You strike again. They throw another one.
So, and I keep asking, why is it that we are unable to always hold out? As a people, when we say we are resilient, I begin to interrogate it. Are we docile or are we resilient?
It is the way we grew up, the way the way we are raised. In Iran, 14 days now they're on the streets.
Very sorry, you are talking about 14 days. I'm telling you, in 1951, the Rosa Parks.
Rosa Parks, yes.
For 380 something days, it started in October 1951 and ended in December 1952.
Exactly, that was what liberated the blacks in America. That was what liberated them.
They persistently had to boycott. But if ASU goes on strike here, and parents, students stay at home for 2 weeks, parents will be the ones to say, these people should go back. You should just call up this thing now. Let the students go back to school.
It is the way this thing started.
Now, parents will put pressure on ASU. ASU will call off. And after 8 months, ASU will go back. Your child stays for another 2 months.
And they'll start blaming the lecturers.
They'll start blaming the lecturers.
So, in fact, it is the way we never suffer for this independence. We didn't suffer for it. Seriously. We got independent on a platter of gold, and it has made us so lazy that we don't know our rights. And these people have capitalized on it. That's why whatever they are doing, they don't even care. They don't bother.
But Barrister, don't you think it's because we are divided on many fronts?
Yes, 3 countries in one. Exactly. Yes, that's the truth. Like I remember during NSAS, nobody in the north protested though. In the north, they saw it as a certain issue.
I don't think our strength is in
our diversity.
Yes.
Because if you go to UK, we have the English, we have the Welsh, we have the Scots.
But we
even have the Irish, and they are all even very well moderated.
They have one goal. That goal is US progress.
Yeah.
UK progress.
Nothingness. UK progress. Even in America, it's the same thing. This man that Donald Trump went to kidnap, it started from Obama to Joe Biden when they put a bounty on his head. Yes. That Maduro. He has been on the wanted list of American presidents from Obama to Joe Biden until Donald Trump accomplished it. So it's all about American interests in Nigeria here. By the way, do you even have a etiquette? Do you have what you are pursuing? What is Nigerian dream? What is Nigerian dream?
Moses, I think Ghana is multi-ethnic.
Yes.
Yeah, but they don't have the kind of problems that we have. You can hardly think of even the countries that are working in Africa, one that is just monolithic.
The kind of
practically all of them. Only 2 countries in Africa that you can think of as monolithic units are Somalia and Botswana. And so while Botswana is working, Somalia is not working. So it has nothing to do. It's about leadership. It's a leadership failure.
No.
I don't think
Our own.
I don't think it's not leadership.
Our own is
we
that
also have the followership.
the indigenous Nigerian people, left to them, you can live in peace. It is these terrorists that invaded Nigeria.
We started having problems even before the terrorists.
I don't think so.
No.
Before 1804. There
was no Nigeria then.
What are you saying? So who was here before then? Who was here? No, who was here? There are many people here.
1804. There was no Nigeria.
You may call Nigeria as a name, but people were here. They came here. They met people.
We had natives.
They met people.
The people that they met, where did they come from?
They are Nigerians.
Let's not get into that.
You say what?
They're not Nigerians.
Our problem is a problem of
where did the Igbos come from? Where did the Yorubas come from?
One, monolith, working. One, the same thing that is not working. And I've also given instances of multi-ethnic societies that are working. I gave one in Europe, UK, even the French. If you go to Belgium, they are multi-ethnic. If you go to even the Chinese.
So why is ours different?
Yes, that is a problem of leadership. If you go to Singapore, you have the Chinese, you have the Malays, you have
these people you are talking about.
You have the Tamils, you have the Indians.
Do they have one ethnic group among them that is saying that they want to claim the whole country?
Barrister, that is the issue now. So why can't others rally?
That's why I want to
if you have more than 300 ethnic groups in Nigeria and you have only one that is causing problems, why is it possible?
Because you allowed it. You are not fighting for your right. You allowed it.
So it's not about leadership. Come back to the question of leadership.
No, it's not. It's a question of the docility of the people. I am telling you, we have sold our rights deliberately. In fact, unwittingly, you are giving your right to some people, and they are using it the way they like. If not, what stops you from saying no? This cannot happen in my region. Then, when you say it from the southwest here. The person in the south will say, what? Who are you? To come and take my life for what? Where are you coming from? They resist it. The one from the south side, they resist it. Will it happen?
No, Barrister, we are saying the same thing. So what we have just made is a theoretical proposition. This is the reason why Nigeria is working. But in practical terms, I've given you, here and there, I've flipped the coin on both sides. And we discovered that it has nothing to do with being monolith. It has nothing to do with being diverse. It has to do with leadership.
Okay, let's touch on another issue now. Local government accounts. It's on the floor again.
You like us in trouble. You like us in trouble. Can't you just read something that will give someone joy, even if it's for 5 minutes?
Sorry, there's nothing
that will give
anyone joy. I know Barrister's stomach will start churning again.
Yeah, okay. I'll look for something that will give you joy.
No, go ahead. Yeah, they need to hear our.
We need to hear the headlines.
No problem. Yes.
LG accounts. Osun files charges against UBA officials. Hearing holds January 30.
Why not? Now, LG account.
Yeah, local government.
Is it not this same thing that Tinubu took to the court and the Supreme Court ruled? Look, when a government don't want to do anything, they will simply create a problem. Since the Supreme Court have ruled on this local government and financial autonomy, Mr. Okoro, has anything happened? It is not back and forth, this and that. Yeah, and Tinubu doesn't want to offend the governors. He will never dare. He will just be talking and talking and talking. Look at it's going to 2 years now.
Yeah, because the Supreme Court understands clearly that they did the wrong thing.
Oh, really?
Yes.
But I said it here. I said the constitution is there.
Is there?
So why did you take that decision? So, because it came from the president.
Does it look like Fabemi didn't know what he was doing when he went to court with that matter?
We didn't know what. Who told you didn't know what to do?
I'm asking because he needed to have taken that matter to the National Assembly, not to the Supreme Court.
No. You see, when you want to be politically correct, that's what happens. Politically correct against the provisions of the Constitution, that there shall be a joint state and local government account. Clearly stated. Clearly.
You and I, we are saying the same thing. Now, instead of going to the National Assembly to amend that section,
that
Fabemi went to
Supreme Court.
Now the court granted that prayer, And the governor said, sorry, gentlemen, we cannot violate the letters of our constitution.
Oh, so.
And they even told local government chef, oh, yeah, go and open an account, let me see.
Mr. Okoro.
And Central Bank was looking for them. Go, local government chairman, come and open an account.
Mr. Okoro, ask yourself, where and what was the Supreme Court doing when they rule on that matter? You mean the Supreme Court doesn't know the provisions of the Constitution? Please, is it possible? You see, when we criticize these people, it's just as if you want to be an activist.
No, we have had lawyers here say that the Supreme Court, that any pronouncement the Supreme Court makes becomes a law.
True talk. Let them implement this one now. Let them implement it. Becomes a law.
Becomes a law. Okay.
Let them implement it since they are now God.
All right.
It was Supreme Court or before, not now.
Okay, let's touch on politics a bit. I'll find a way to lump some of the stories together. And then defection, death, court cases leave LP with 0 senators. ADC gains, displaces LP in 3rd position. ADC is making headway. APGA, NNPP, SDP hold 1 seat each. That's from Nigerian Tribune. That's where you find that headline. It's one of the window headlines there. Now, lumping it with other political stories. Muftwang still holding PDP mandate despite defection. That's coming from Jang. All right. Let's have the actual paper on the screen. It's Nigerian Tribune. And then we also have warns INEC on interference in party affairs. All right. So 2027, Kwankwanso will not be allowed to contest on our platform, NNPP. All right. So,
who founded the party?
No, he didn't found the party.
Was he not there?
No, he is not. It was Boniface and Ebonam, one man from Anambra State that founded the NNPP.
Whose name we have not heard?
No, I've always known about him.
No, but he's not prominent in that party. It's always Kwankwanso now.
The woman so came to give the party prominence, which is name, you know.
So where is that?
And Ebonam is there. Ebonam is there.
Is there?
Yes, it's there.
Anyway, what I want to react mostly is that this week and these people in River State. Remember that the River State State Assembly member are now saying that they are now stalling. They may not go ahead with impeachment. Is that not true? So after all the shenanigans, what happened? Were you not here when all of us were telling Wike? Well, I can't say all of us because my friend Barrister Adam, when I had this, I said, I pity those following Wike. They will lick their wounds. And if that thing happens, Wike is finished. He can never talk again in River State. If this their gambit fail, and from the look of it has failed already. Wike is finished. In fact, those people will not follow him again. They will not know that Wike has been misleading them. That's just the simple truth. I pray that yes, it fails. Because I can't see how a Wike will be in PDP and be dictating for APC. That is a cardinal sin he committed.
He's still in the PDP.
Yeah, Wike he's still in the PDP now. He has not defected. And so all the noise, all the noise has come to an end for Wike. All the noise. That's just the truth. We cannot impeach Fubara.
Now, Moses asked a question on the morning show, not today, that day. He said, does it look like these guys are trying to negotiate? You recall? It looks like that is what it is now. When they are saying that the impeachment process is already stalled.
It's gone, because yes, now
they are saying that forces beyond them.
Yes. So
I don't know if they are making, if it's a veiled reference to the president.
What now? Who else would have told them? Who else? Who else would have told Wike?
So apparently, the president has done the needful by stepping in.
Of course.
And I said, and now the papers carried it boldly that Fubara just came back from France where he went to meet the president. Then it was rumored, that maybe he has gone to, nobody knew where the president was at that point. Now the president today is in Abu Dhabi, for the Sustainability Summit. So he was in France all along, and yes, Fubara went there to meet him. So it's becoming clearer now that look, Wike's empire might actually be.
It has crumbled.
So that is why he's doing a local government tours. And I was just looking at the man on
he has nothing to give again.
Oh my God! How the cookies crumble?
We can have nothing to give anybody.
Okay. Let me read a few headlines because there's one I saw earlier in the day when we're taking newspaper headlines. I've been trying to get to it, but still on Wike's comments and the rest of it. First Daily says Wike fires back at critics. Only Tinubu can sack me. Well, we know that.
He's been humbled.
And then Wike, I had no pact with Tinubu on 2023 election. This is from This Day newspaper. Okay. Another story somewhere says Wike said, I'm trying to get to that story. I think it's I hope I get to it before. I think it's from okay, yes. So from Vanguard, this is the big story on the cover page of the Vanguard. Rivers crisis. Why I said dogs are barking. Fubara. Tinubu can sack me if I can no longer offer anything. Wow. Okay. So basically he's saying, look, I'm still offering something. Well, other riders to it, Wike Amewule avoid impeachment comment at Port Harcourt rally. There's a plot to stop legislative proceedings, Rivers Assembly. There's a plot to stop legislative proceedings. Who is plotting?
It's obvious. I said the matter is dead. No discussion. As long as Fubara has gone to meet Tinubu, and then when he came back, we are hearing it's finished.
No. When Fubara said that, when people say that Fubara is a political neophyte, I think he's learned the
ropes. No, yeah, you think
he's got good advisors now. People are advising
him. Yes,
like Hope Uzodinma,
you know.
Showing him the ropes.
Because I was pretty surprised immediately after the September 18th return. You know, he didn't wait for like 2 weeks, and he started, flexing. He started flexing muscle, and I was like,
"Of course,
is there going to be problem again?" He was too quick to go back to it. He was too quick to go back to the trenches. And now that he has direct access to the president, and Nigerians are beginning to understand that. Look, the president might have made a choice. President might have.
I mean, he has no choice.
I asked the question, for someone to assess the limit of the president's tolerance, that flexibility, at what point will it snap and he say enough is enough? I think that moment is now. It's not going to be very sharp. It's not going to be very instantaneous. It's going to be
very tactful.
It's going to be a very gradual thing.
The only thing they will do, if they want to give Wike a soft landing, is to be quiet about it, not be open, and then talk to Wike behind closed door to sheath his sword.
Does it look like someone who will listen?
To avoid disgrace, they will put it there. To avoid disgrace, you have to.
I think he might be compelled to listen.
No, he has no choice.
No, even if he's not compelled to listen, events around him will just force him to listen.
He has no choice. Look at somebody after election in 2020. We are not going.
How will this affect? Because there's this talk about him wanting to put his son in the National Assembly.
His son behind him.
His son is always with him.
With him in the rally.
Yes. All those ones will come to.
It's left for the people of the federal constituency.
All those things will come to an
end. Is it really left to the people?
At this point, the governor will ensure that it doesn't happen.
What are you telling me?
The governor will ensure that his son doesn't get it. Even if this last thing he will achieve, he will ensure that Wike's son doesn't get to that seat.
Even the president may say, okay, let us
compensate him.
With that. It doesn't matter, but he can no longer play.
Because Wike likes to bargain. So he will bargain with something.
Does Wike bargain? Wike doesn't bargain.
I think he does.
No, Wike doesn't bargain. Wike wants it all. Winner takes all.
No, he bargains. Like this thing he's doing now. He bargained for it. He must have told you, look, if I give you River State, you are going to give me an appointment.
No, but he just said that he had no pact with
the president. When somebody is lying, you should know now.
He just said that.
You want him to come out and say it. He bargained for it. That's why they gave him FCC. Maybe I'm even thinking that he was the one that chose.
There was even a video that came out that period where he was on the phone with somebody and he said, look, what do you have for me and my people? What will we get?
So maybe.
Yes.
He bargained for it.
When I say that the Wike doesn't bargain, is that I meant that what actually meant was that he likes to take everything to himself. I mean, look at the conditions that were flying around, though unconfirmed,
about Fubara.
About him and Fubara.
That one was that one was before.
That's what I'm saying now.
And the thing backfired.
Okay.
It backfired.
And when it backfired, they went back to it. And he practically wanted to take over. He said, no, you are not going to sack the commissioner.
And the thing
I need to sack the commissioners. I'm going to give you fresh commissioners. The chief of staff, I will
and
retain.
the thing backfired.
Commissioner for finance, I will retain. Attorney General of the state, I will retain. Does it look like somebody who does?
I said it backfired. That's one when you overreach yourself. That's what happens.
Exactly my point. When I said that he doesn't bargain, he wants everything. Winner takes all.
That's what happens. So he doesn't think.
I think he bargains, but in that case, he feels slighted, so he wants to punish the governor by taking everything.
Because if he wants to play anything smart, Tinubu will just whistle to EFCC chairman. They go and pick him up.
And then he will join the ADP for VIP list.
Before it gets to that level, I think the first thing they will do is to tell chief of staff, not to grant him access to the president.
Yes, of course. Yeah, of course.
To start from there.
Of course.
And sorry, the president is very busy. He can't see you now.
Like they did it to somebody.
Go and come back in 2 days. And when you come back in 2 days, they'll give you 2 weeks. And when you come back in 2 weeks, they say,
you don't get tired.
Traveling, and unfortunately.
When you call on phone, nobody will pick
Okay. Let's take some other headlines. Now, we found our way to Vanguard newspaper. Okay. Now, these are some headlines on the cover page of Vanguard. These things can be very funny sometimes. Computers, they just develop a life of their own,
All right. Is it Vanguard? Have you found it?
Yes, I have. Loans to manufacturers shrink to 2.1 trillion naira, drop in 5 sectors, 17.5% to 16.43 trillion naira in 6 months. That's one of the headlines there. And then we have NMA faults media trial over Chimamanda's son's death. Now, that's a big story. Yeah, I think one of the papers have it as their big story. I would like to take it from that particular paper. Yes, it's This Day. This Day newspaper says Chimamanda serves legal notice over son's death. Sanwo-Olu orders probe. Author demands certified copies of all medical records. Wando addresses alleged inconsistencies in Eurocare's statements. Well, this is a troubling story, of course. Barrister, we chimed in on it during the morning show.
Okay.
But, Barrister, what are your thoughts on this one?
My thought is that our first 11 in the medical community have left us. They are no longer around. They have moved on. So what we have now is like something I can call auxiliary. That is why, or that is, that is why an anesthesis would give a toddler propofol, the one they gave Michael Jackson, without watching him. That is where the duty of care comes in. For a toddler who knows nothing at that age, you don't leave him on his own. You just walked away. The woman said for over 2 hours, nobody was looking at this man, this boy. Nobody was caring. It was when the thing was almost beyond this that they ran to ICU.
They gave an overdose. So
if you know,
which they did,
let me tell you,
somewhere along the line, I think the child developed seizures.
Yes. Now, let me tell you why I said I will have auxiliary. Please, for God's sake, whenever you go to hospital, the first thing they check your body mass index.
They check your BP. They check your BMI.
To know the dosage your body can carry, even if they want to apply injection and all that, it's written. Now, why would you give an overdose to a boy if you know your job? Please tell me. If you are the professional that you claim to be, why would you give that boy overdose of that medication, that injection? For what reason? There is no excuse whatsoever. No excuse. The guy that tried it with Michael Jackson, I think he went to jail and they withdrew his license. They will do it. Imagine if this thing happened to one common man somewhere. Will anybody go?
That's what we say. It happens every day.
It happens every day.
And nobody
We get to hear this because it's high profile.
Because of the person involved.
That is what happens when you hire quack who claim to be professionals. There are two professions you should not toy with: the law profession and the medical profession, because they deal with human beings.
Now,
one mistake, one is gone.
Yes, and it speaks to going back to the process of emergence. How we get to train our medical doctors. You know, back in the university, right from when people write jam and the quota system, the catchment area, and all of that. I told a story here one day where, without sense of modesty, my daughter did over 300 in jam. She applied for medicine, you know, and but she didn't get admitted for medicine. And when she went to now she got admitted for another course.
Which university?
University of Nigeria.
For what reason? That university is notorious.
You know, so when she now got in her first year, you know, they do in the College of Medicine, they do what they call pre-med. All the departments in the College of Medicine, all of them do the basic sciences. So in her room, they got talking one day, and jam, this one. And she discovered that there were people who scored 270
and they
that were studying medicine.
Imagine.
And she did 309. And she was like, what happened? She called me that day and I said, it's a catchment area. We stayed from the person she mentioned the 2 or 3 states. I said, oh, it's what they call catchment area and all of that. So it starts with the process of recruitment.
Exactly.
Now, when they do their first MD, I understand that people pay. That one is not peculiar to University of Nigeria. It's almost everywhere. Now, people pay as much as ₦1 million. I'm saying this on air. And they know. People pay as much as ₦1 million to pass MB1, MB2, then clinicals and all of that. Now, you can imagine.
What they would not
because
do.
you hear people fly in, you know, to the university and say, Vice Chancellor, I want my son to study medicine. And how much will it take? You know, and it happens.
Medicine.
I'm telling you.
So when that happens, it gets to first MB, second, clinicals, and until the person graduates. Now tell me the kind of medical doctor.
That's why when they go abroad, they retrain them. They start all over.
So it's there. It starts with the process of emergence, process of recruitment. How do we get medical doctors? Right from, you know, their university, right from the job.
The same thing with our law profession. I told you the story of how the man heading Abuja division was taken to ICJ to go and represent us because it is now our turn and our slot. The 3 tests they gave them, this man failed 3 of them. Failed 3 of them. And they had to package them back with the 9 people that followed him in secondment. They came back.
And barrister, of course, they will come back. If you go to carry a child and the child dies, what do? You go back home now.
In fact,
it's only in the legal profession. What about the military? A familiar story that I don't want to tell.
Are we even familiar with?
In fact, that one is worse. The military is worse because the military, they believe that it's all about brute force. They forgot that military intelligence is very vital. Very vital. Military intelligence. If you see how they take it serious abroad, they go to schools and select the best to come and join the military.
Because in one situation, you need to take split-second decisions.
I am telling you.
And you save the lives of
To
others.
overcome
So if you
enemy.
are lacking in that quotient, if you like it, you can always fumble.
The military has some of the best. I mean, if you're talking
Nigerian
about
military.
nurses, they have some of the best trained doctors and nurses.
They have some.
Yes, the military, they have some of the best.
And we are not talking of, we are talking of the real combatants, those who prosecute war. That is what they are trained for. That's their core profession. These ones are ancillary services. You understand? The core job they're supposed to do, military. If you have them, Mr. Ko, like I keep saying, you will not have these people embarrassing
So
everybody.
from health, we went to Lagos. From Lagos, now we went to the military.
Okay.
Embarrassing Nigeria, a whole Nigeria. Bandits are giving order.
It's so
Okay, we've entered another terrain. But of course, let's take some more headlines from what people do you have there?
Let's take this headline from the Nigerian Tribune.
All right, let's take all the headlines
Still
then.
talking about banditry, how illegal miners, bandits combined to attack Old Oyo National Park. Attack is retaliation against the arrest of illegal miners and why attackers destroyed Forest Guard's detention camp.
So why did they have to go all the way from northwest to retaliate?
No, they were arrested.
Is it all your people that that arrested those by now?
No, it is the closest victim now. They say they are national park and then forest guard. They can take revenge on anybody close by just to register their annoyance. Did I not tell you about this forest guard? That those guys are going on a suicide mission. Did I not tell you here that this thing will not work? Because the kind of guns these guys are carrying, did they give it to forest guards? The answer is no. So how will they now fight these people? You can see how intelligent our so-called military officers are. Nuhu Rubado, who said he had trained them and all, remember when he commissioned them, it was all over the place. All that exercise now, where did they come to? You know very well that this guy cannot handle these terrorists. So why are you sending them out to go and die? Why? It shows that the level of wisdom and intelligence in the military is not there, it's lacking. I'm telling you, it is lacking. If they are very intelligent, that's not what they're supposed to do. You carry ragtag boys, idle boys here and there, and say you train them, give them gun to go and
Don't you think it's because they are losing manpower? A lot of them are
they are losing manpower.
Leaving. A lot of them are retiring. A lot of them are retiring. Some are absconding. So they are losing manpower. So they're trying to make do with what they have.
What they have done now is even worse. Because you are just sacrificing these boys to go and just die. Instead of what you are saying is, why not looking worse? If you have been treating your officers very well, will they be absconding? Like they say that their daily allowance doesn't get to them. That their line managers are withholding it. And it is causing a demoralization in the military. We treated it last week in our show, in our sister show, Evening Rush, where officers were lamenting. Please, are you not the one causing the problem? Are you not the one? When you refuse to treat the military very well, how can they work? Meanwhile, the bandits and the terrorists are paying more. Most of the military men that absconded, they have gone to the other side, where the grass is greener. Can you imagine? Nigerian military will abscond from Nigerian service and then join the terrorists they were supposed to be fighting, because the terrorists are paying more. It's a very big shame.
It is a shame indeed. A shame indeed. Do we have some more headlines?
Yes, we do. Let's take this from the Tribune. Federal government set to end ASU crisis. There we go again. To sign fresh agreements on June 14th. They have approved 40% salary increase for academic staff, and they're also signing a deal to include revamped university funding model. What do you guys think?
What do you think? It's just they want to prolong the evil day. They want to placate them for a while. They will not implement anything. Let them implement the one they have entered into before. Abi? And let us from the known to the unknown. The one that they have already signed, have they implemented them? That they want to start a fresh one. And you want me to clap that yes, they have done something great. They just want to deceive these people. Nothing else. Nothing. They are not ready to do anything. It's a deceit.
Well, still in the Tribune, we have the president, the picture of our president being President Tinubu arrives at Sheikh Zayed International Airport in Abu Dhabi on Sunday and was received by Sheikh Shakbut Nayam Al Nahyan, that is Minister of State in the Minister of Foreign Affairs. How did they get their Minister of State to come and receive our president?
That is to show you the regard. Is it not the same people that gave you a list of terrorists that are disturbing you and you have not done anything about it? Do you think they regard you here? Mr. Okoro, you don't know how low we have gone. No? I'm not joking. You don't. With this thing Donald Trump did and what we are doing here to ourselves, the whole world is laughing at us. To make matters worse, you left number 1 economy in Africa to number 4. So where is the respect and the precedent for you? Please tell me. You don't know that the international politics, you earn your respect, you earn it. It's not something that's given to you, you earn it.
It's not self-that account.
I'm telling you.
Just
So he's even lucky that somebody came to welcome him.
Anyway, at least now we know where the president is. We were looking for him. We didn't know where he was until we heard that Fubara met with him in France, and now we see him in Abu Dhabi. He was
making how many days? Mr. Okoro, he left on the 28th of December. From 28th of December till now, today is 12, Abi. When you add it,
just about 15 days.
When you add the 3 days that ended last year, add it to do 12.
No, he appeared in Abu Dhabi yesterday, so 14 days, 2 weeks.
No, the fact remains that
he's entitled to.
So the 3 days plus right? Now, the 3 days plus now is 14 now. I mean, it's 15 now.
14. That was yesterday, not today.
Okay, yesterday. Good. So, how many days now? Then by the time the summit or whatever will end, it will take at least how many days now?
2 days.
2 days. And then after that, he will say he will not come back that day.
No, I don't know.
He will not come back that day. He never came back when they finish any summit. He will still relax a bit. Abi? Go and
you have meetings on the sideline.
On the side. After others are gone, you are the only one who do meeting on the side.
He's not always the only one. Others stay back, to have
to do what? To do what? Mr. Okoro, you are the biggest black nation in the whole world. You should be leading this thing you are going about to meeting everybody is an insult on his own. They should be coming to you. Donald Trump, have you seen?
What's your reaction to the Minister of State receiving the president?
It's an insult.
Minister of State.
It's an insult.
You don't send send someone at that level.
It shows how you are regarded.
It shows how you are regarded in that country. It's as simple as that. This is the first time it's happening. This is not the first time. I think when he went to which summit, there's a particular summit he went to in Europe, or in Africa here, and it was also what happened. It was also what. This is not the first time. On top of my head, I can't recall.
A junior minister came to this.
Yes, it was also in the Middle East. It was in the Middle East that he went. One either Saudi Arabia or one of those countries that they also sent a junior minister to come and receive him. He doesn't speak well.
And the Bayo guy will not see anything wrong in this. He will not.
Oh well.
He will not.
We'll leave. Well, let's leave it here. Yeah. Thank you very much, Barrister Darlington Agumo. Thank you, Chukwuma Okoro.
Pleasure.
Chukwuma makes a return later tonight at 6 p.m. on Political Lens. Promises to be.
And I'll be joined by Barrister Darlington here. We'll travel around Nigeria. We'll go to Port Harcourt, we'll go to Abuja, and travel to Kano to bring you political trending stories. Join us then. It promises to be quite interesting.
All right, and that's it on the show today. Jane?
Yeah.
We'll see you again tomorrow. I'm Moses Humphrey. I'll see you tomorrow. God willing. Bye for now.
Africa is on the move, a continent of rising voices, untold stories, and powerful transformations. From the streets of Lagos to the heart of Nairobi, from the mines of Congo to the tech labs of Cape Town, the African story is being written every day. Bold, dynamic, unstoppable. This is African News on Voice of the People Television. We don't just bring you the news. We analyze and bring you Africa's heartbeat, the politics that shapes our nations, the economies that drives our future, the cultures that defines who we are, the voice that must be heard. Africa News, Africa's voice, Africa's future. Where Africa speaks, The world listens.
The red carpets, awards, the razzmatazz, music, fashion, interviews, and more. Spotlight on Voice of the People Television. Let's feed you with all the juicy stories in the global entertainment space, bringing you the glitz and glamour as it is hot. Stay tuned to Spotlight, 1 p.m. Monday to Friday. Spotlight on VOP TV. Entertainment like never before.
Are you ready for the extraordinary? Something big is happening on your screen. Introducing VOP TV. Now streaming on SLTV channel 264. From breaking news to captivating conversations, news analysis, giving you all sides to the story. We break in-depth discussions on the issues that matter, from politics to sports, entertainment, and lifestyle. VOP TV on SLTV channel 264. Join us as we redefine what television means to you. Voice of the People Television, VOP TV. Now you have more than a voice.
In a world where power shifts with every headline.
In a nation full of questions.
In a world filled with noise, the truth needs a voice.
The policies that shapes our world and the economy that determines our future.
Every hour, every day, the grapevine keeps buzzing. And together, we are committed to telling the stories that shape our world because your voice is our focus.
Don't forget, our voice matters the most. Let us come together and share our concerns.
My name is Michel Dela. I'm the Consul General of the Netherlands in Lagos. Keep watching VOP, Voice of the People TV.
I'm Sarah Nystrom from Sweden, aka Chief Omobawale, Communication Queen. Keep watching VOP TV.
Hi, I'm Samantha Jacobs, representing the States. Miami's in the house. And I want to make a shout out to VOP TV. I'm a humanitarian, and I'm also a rep in the film industry and the art industry. I help dreams come true, and I help you keep on that path. Shout out to VOP TV because you're helping people stay on their path too. Cheers.
All right, my name is John Odibo. Keep watching Voice of the People because it's a fantastic station to be with all the time. Thank you very much.
My name is Pastor Elvis Siru, the convener of the Voice Achievers Award, and keep watching